Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we're about to look at this Acer Aspire V14 Touch with its info right there. We've got a chance to see what this i3 is all about. Let's start with the side Kensington lock, big exhaust, VGA out, network, HDMI out. We've got a USB and some sound. Got a card reader, a blinky lights, nothing else. Couple of USB, looking rusty, eh? Wow, this must have been exposed to some water at some point. This is some kind of optical drive there, and power port. All right, it's tilt it this way so I don't get so much reflection. It is a touch screen, so there you go. You can touch things. Very non-ergonomic idea, but what I do like about it is they actually put a glass face on the screen, which is always nice because it doesn't scratch up as easily. Here's our about this computer. So we're looking at Windows 10, and here's the basics of the system. Let's kind of scroll up here. There you go. Pause if you want to look at any of that. And touch support, Windows 10. And that's the version of Windows 10, which is the last version. So we're all up to date. Downloaded all the updates, so we should be pretty much good to go. And I won't be enrolling any programs to basically continue getting support for this, because I don't want support. I want to just be able to leave a static system now. I have to never know what I'm going to wake up to the next morning. Here we go. This is the graphics. So it's the Intel graphics 4400 or 4400, I guess. Yeah, total RAM it's using. So it starts with a dedicated 128, and it shares 2 gigs. So we're good there. Let's take a look over at the Intel i3. Okay, so this is a 4030U. Haswell. Okay, good. And it's not a terribly large nanometer process, so it won't be like generating the massive throwout of heat that some do, the older ones. Okay, so we got, what do we got? Lots of options in terms of instruction sets. 2 cores, 4 threads. We want to look at too is that 1.9 gigahertz, so not a bad megahertz level, I guess, if you want to call it that. There's the model and the BIOS 2014. Moving on to the memory, 6 gigabytes of DDR3 and 1 stick of 2 from 2014. Nice. So this is shaping up to be a 2014 system, clearly. And another matched 2014. I'm gonna guess that's original from the BIOS we got 2014, so I'm assuming this is a 2014 system. We already looked at the graphics, but yeah, there you go. And it's good. Let's swing over to a summary. Well, let's take a look at that disk. And we're getting a couple of errors or warnings. Reallocated sector and current pending sector, so not the best shape, but sometimes if you completely do a blast of the system, you can get rid of those sometimes. But anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that. We have about a year's worth of usage actually, so it's not an old beat up drive. It just has a couple of errors there showing up, or warnings, which happen. And here's the summary. Windows 10 Home, running at a good temp, that's good. And all this stuff we've seen. Our size of our screen is 1366 by 768. Very nice for the size of a computer. And our hard drive is running nice and cool. So everything's looking really good, other than a few questionable warnings. Like I said, I could probably clear those if I did a sort of a blast of the system, but I won't, because it's not worth it. It'll run fine. And here we go. Here's our Nova bench. I've never run this, so this is going to be new to me and you. So I don't think anything's running we have to worry about. And there you go. So I hope you're having a wonderful, what is it, Wednesday? Wonderful Wednesday morning. And yeah, let's see how this is doing. I hope things have been going good in your life. They've been going okay for me too. You just never know, right? Life is like that. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Nothing spectacular in the graphics department. It'll be over 50 at least, which is kind of my bare minimum. So yeah, typical Windows, Wintel graphics. Wintel. All right, here we go, guys. Nova bench. 503, that's actually better than I expected after this graphics, but yeah, okay, so obviously the RAM is good. The CPU's of course running great, just like most Intel CPUs. The overall score was 18 with 64, FPS, so it's not a gaming machine, but it'll get you by. Basic stuff. And hardware, good transfer speeds. We're good. Like 41 is good for the hardware in general. So yeah, I mean, if you can wait a few minutes and let all the initial processes run, you can definitely use a hard drive. This is running a hard drive, so not a problem with the hard drive thing. Hard drive is a pain in the ass when you start the computer and when you're doing certain processes, but otherwise you're just doing some, whatever it is you do on a computer. It really depends on who you are, and what you expect out of a computer. You probably find that this computer does just fine. You never know who you are, what you do. Anyway, guys, that was a little longer video. I try and keep them to 8 minutes, but sometimes it takes a bit of time to show you the computer and run through those specs. Let's just close the lid and take a look at that beautiful aluminum top. This was a $25 computer at my local thrift store. So a little more expensive than some of the computers have I. but a lot less expensive than some of the computers that I've bought too. But I quite like it. There you go, guys. The Acer Aspire Touch. Talk to you later.